Pump and Tank Modifieds are out on the racetrack for their feature event. Starting on the pole is the veteran in the 10, it's Richie Urich. So Urich's outside. It's Ken Farrier in the 220. Kevin Stevens in the 38 starts third. The Barrett's Performance Warehouse, number 3 of Ryan Barrett, starts fourth. The 60 starts fifth, and his outside is Joe Judge in the 3J. Starting seventh in the 11A is Sharp Henry. Henry's outside is a 20 of Scott Farrier, who had another solid run last Friday night. Craig Mitchell will start in spot number 9, and his outside is Tyler Johnson, who looks to have a better night tonight than he did just a week ago. Danny Creedon, the United Pump and Tank Modified point leader, starts 11th. To his outside is going to be Stortini. The row behind them is Danny Tyler. Cody Higby on his outside. Jared Miller in the 27J with Daniel Morgevics to his outside. And Kevin Ward shotgun on the field in the 98 car. Caution lights have been turned out for Richie Urich. He comes through turn 3 and 4. He's the control car. Urich's in trouble. He didn't fire on the restart. Urich fires a couple rows back, and the caution comes back out. Caution lights have been turned out again. Urich and Farrier will try it one more time. Off of 4, green flag in the air. Richie Urich leads him down to turn number 1. Ken Farrier still holding on a second. Kevin Stevens with a nice run. Stevens will take the 38 to the bottom, and Jared Miller and Danny Tyler connect in turn 2, and we'll bring out the caution lights for the second time here before we can complete a lap. Caution lights have been turned out. Third time's a charm for Richie Urich and Farrier on the front row. Urich fires. We're back to green. And no flag yet, and we're back under caution again. Fourth time's a charm. Hopefully this time Richie Urich comes off of turn 4, fires at the cone, and we are green. Urich leads him down to the turn 1. Farrier on the outside. They go 3 wide for the race lead. Kevin Stevens to the bottom, and a quick move from third to first for Stevens down the backstretch. Farrier still maintains the second spot. And oh, they're all a little bit sideways. Jumbling up, and Scott Farrier's around up by the pit gate in turn 1 and 2, and we're back under yellow. And Kevin Stevens, who went from third to first on the restart and took the lead, slowed on the front stretch and got everybody in a little bit of a jam. Caution lights turned out again. The 220 of Kenny Farrier, the control car. He takes the outside. We go green off of turn number 4. Drag race down to the turn 1. Farrier with the advantage. The 60, Ryan Barrett in the 3 and 3rd. Richie Urich still holding on to spot number 4, but Sharp Henry now is going to take over spot number 4 on the bottom. Henry and Urich. Urich gets into a jam. He gets Joe Judge collected. Judge through the infield, sliding out in front of the field, and the caution is back out. Now they're going to try single file. Kenny Farrier, the 220, fires off turn 4, and we go back to racing. Farrier charges down to the turn 1 and 2. A good restart for him, the 62nd. Ryan Barrett still 3rd. Sharp Henry now up to spot number 4, and Urich's in spot number 5. They race single file for the top 5 spot. But Danny Tyler is coming to the field. He's passing the 15 to Daniel Morgevics back there for around spot number 9. Tyler Johnston to the outside now of Craig Mitchell for spot number 6 off turn number 4. Give it to Mitchell that time. They still race single file 1 through 5. Cody Higby starting to ring around the outside of the Speedway to spot number 8 now, looking to the outside of Tyler Johnson into turn number 3 and 4. Kenny Farrier still out front in the 220, the 62nd, and Ryan Barrett still holds on to third by a pretty safe margin. And now Tyler Johnston putting Craig Mitchell under some pressure. Morgevic slides right into the infield, but Tyler Johnson takes over spot number 6 from Craig Mitchell, and here comes Cody Higbee and Danny Creedon on the outside. Higbee and Craig Mitchell still race even back there for spot number 7. Danny Creedon following right in Cody Higbee's tire tracks. Higbee and Creedon both started towards the rear of the field, trying to work their way to the front. But Kenny Farrier still with the race lead. Tyler Johnson now trying to look to the inside of Richie Urich for spot number 5 off turn 4. Urich wins the drag race that time, but Tyler Johnson not giving up yet. Johnson looks to the inside. He'll clear Richie Urich off at turn 2. Johnson now slides into the top 5. Kenny Farrier out front, the 60 closing in. Ryan Barrett in 3rd, and Sharp Henry is in 4th. Cody Higbee putting Richie Urich under pressure now. Higbee looks for spot number 6, and Danny Creedon on the outside trying to also get by Richie Urich. Creedon's finally going to make his move to the outside. He's going to drag race Urich down the backstretch, gives the spot to Danny Creedon heading into turn number 3. Creedon has his sights set sail now on Cody Higbee for spot number 6. And Tyler Johnston still trying to close on Sharp Henry for 4th. Farrier under attack for the race lead from the 60. The 60 still all over Farrier for the race lead. He's gonna look to the inside this time. Oh, he drives into Farrier! They both spin! Caution is out! The caution lights have been turned out. The lineup flips over. It's Ryan Barrett, your new leader in the 3. Sharp Henry now in 2nd, and Tyler Johnson in 3rd. Cody Higbee and Danny Creedon in 4th and 5th, still in striking distance off of 4. We are back to green. Ryan Barrett, your race leader. Barrett drives down to the turn 1 and 2. Sharp Henry trying to get to the inside, but Barrett will powerhouse down the back straight away with the race lead. Henry's gonna drive it on the bottom, stick his nose in there, but has to back out of the throttle. Barrett will lead the lap and open up to about a car length lead. But Sharp Henry comes back fast. Danny Creedon looks to the outside of Cody Higbee. He'll take away 4th down the backstretch.
As they battle off turn 4, don't count out Danny Creedon. He's found the top side. He's starting to make it work. He gets by Cody Higbee. Meanwhile, Barrett's stretching it out by 2 car lengths through 3 and 4. Here comes Creedon to the top again, outside of Tyler Johnston.
Sharp Henry drives it in, wheel to wheel with Ryan Barrett. Some slight contact and everybody keeps on going. Barrett, your leader, not giving enough room for Sharp Henry to sneak by. He's gonna dive down to the bottom again, this time in turn number 3. Henry's all over him for the top spot. Drag race off of 4. You can put the top 4 under a blanket. Creedon looks to the outside now. Danny Creedon, the 19, really powerhouse on the outside. The 11A of Sharp Henry's gonna pass Ryan Barrett and take the top spot away this time. Richie Urich goes for a spin and will bring out the caution. But what a battle for the top spot.
Field now regrouped under caution. And look who's on the point. Two-time feature winner, the Tornado, Tyler Johnston. After last week getting squeezed into the wall like a pimple on the backstretch. Tonight, back up on the point right now. Ryan Barrett. Last week's feature winner, Danny Creedon. Cody Higbee. Another impressive run from the back up to the top 5. And Hollywood Craig Mitchell. And we got Showtime, Danny Tyler, back after a week's absence. Congratulations once again on the birth of their son, Grayson. Home doing well now. Ryan Stortini, the 7 car, is 7th. Joe Judge is 8th. Jared Miller, back there in the 9th spot. Mr. Excitement, Kevin Ward, is 10th. And early race leader, Richie Urich, can see them all back in spot number 11.
Caution lights have been turned out. Tyler Johnston, your new race leader. But one car to watch is the 19 of Danny Creedon back in 3rd. He's been running that outside the entire race. But as we come off turn 4, we're back to green. Johnston with a great restart. He pulled away by a couple of car lengths into turn 1. And he keeps on going down the back straightaway. Johnston opening up to a nice lead. Danny Creedon in the 19 looks to the outside. He'll drive by Ryan Barron like he's standing still. Gives spot number 2 to Danny Creedon. Creedon still going to run the outside, chasing the Tornado Tyler Johnston down the back straightaway. Creedon is coming and coming fast. Closing in on the back bumper, the 2-time feature winner this season, Tyler Johnston. Creedon's down on a car length down the back stretch. 10 more times around the speedway this time, and Danny Creedon wants them all. Creedon is up to spot number 2 now, chasing down the 17 of Tyler Johnston. He's gonna give him a look to the outside this time, but Johnson will powerhouse down the backstretch. Tyler moves up to protect the outside, and now the race for spot number 4 is also on. Cody Higbee's coming fast, and he's trying to get by Ryan Barrett and join the party. Tyler Johnston switching up his lanes to make sure he can get the blocks on Danny Creedon. Creedon still trying to close in down the backstretch. He's within 2 car lengths as they head into turn number 3. Creedon's going to test the bottoms now off turn 4, and the 19 is all over the back of Tyler Johnston. Creedon looks back to the outside down the backstretch. Creedon on his bumper. He'll try it again on the outside, looking for the run. Creedon off of 4 drag race. Give the spot to Danny Creedon. New race leader, the 19 of Danny Creedon. Creedon goes down the back straightaway. Johnston still there on the bottom. They come off turn 4 to just 5 more times around the speedway. And not only is it a good race on the top spot, Cody Higbee's just passed Ryan Barron for spot number 3. Creedon leads him by a couple car lengths now into turn number 3 and 4. 4 more times around the speedway for Danny Creedon in the 19. Tyler Johnston hanging with him, but does not have anything for Danny Creedon. Creedon pulling away massively this time down the backstretch. Cody Higbee starting to close in on Tyler Johnston and pull away from Ryan Barrett. Higbee's up to spot number 3. Into turn number 3 and 4 though. Danny Creedon will see the popsicle sticks fly 2 more times around for the 19 of Creedon. Johnston still in 2nd. Cody Higbee in 3rd, Ryan Barry in 4th, and Craig Mitchell in 5th. But this time by, white flag set to fly 1 more time around for Danny Creedon. Creedon with a nice run off turn 2. He has a multiple car length lead. Creedon got the monkey off his back last week, and the United Pump and Take Modified point winner will take away his 2nd win of the year. Danny Creedon wins. 2nd is the Tornado Tyler Johnston. Cody Higbee's 3rd, Ryan Barry is 4th, and Craig Mitchell rounds out your top 5. To victory lane for Danny Creedon. He picks up his 2nd win this season at Accord and a back-to-back feature win in the Modifieds.
Man, what a clinic you put on tonight, my friend.
I don't know about clinic. We just kind of I don't know, we had that flat early and right on the start, and then just kind of able to move around and just they were running, and I was able to kind of branch off and kind of go up the hill a little bit. You know, I felt really confident after last week. This week again, you know, we got another really good race car, and you know, when you get a flat the first lap, it kind of kills you. I got to thank the Grassos, Titan Well Drilling. They're here tonight. You know, all the sponsors on this car. Hamlet, Mark's here. We flew him back from Alaska. So Joe and Mark, they last week they put up a lot of shit. I was pretty sour today, and kind of fortunate enough to have a good family like this and run a race car like this. And I got good equipment on me. That helps a lot.
You went wherever you wanted to go tonight. You watched where the other guys went, and if you're going to pass them, you can't follow them.
Well, that's where I fought all year. You know, you can't follow them. You gotta roll around them, and the more we ran, the better we got. And then the couple yellows, I just kept rolling the top in to make sure I knew where the brown was. And then Tyler screwed me up down there. He went to the top. I said, oh man, he found that. And then he went back to the bottom, and I was able to cross lanes. It took a little while. We always had a good race car week in, week out, but now I got a really balanced race car. So I got to straighten Mark's door out again, do some maintenance, and see if we can do it again.
And you kept the directions to Victory Lane in the glove compartment.
Yeah, absolutely. I taped them to the dash just in case I got lost again. So.
Well, congratulations, my friend. I said don't make it so long. You listen. Great job, Danny.
Thank you very much. Thanks everybody for coming. Thanks to Titan Well Drilling, Mark and Joe, and all my sponsors on this race car. I really appreciate everybody. Everybody back home. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Danny Creedon, ladies and gentlemen, winner of the United Puppeting Modified Feature Event.